Damn, this thing still works.
There we go. We got the pump running. The middle fan is not working. We got to figure out. And the back fan. And then we'll be good to go. There it is. There it is, man. We just need to figure out.
Wow, he's doing another build.
We got the fans working. Alright. There we go. We're almost there, boys. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go, guys. There we go. Yeah, we just need more hubs, man.
Yeah, I'm coming
That's
up.
what
I'm
we
just
need right now.
testing
We
my
need some more
system.
fan hubs
I'll be up in a little
to
bit.
get these things running and connected. We don't have a whole lot, so yep. That's exactly what's going on right now. Yeah, we need some more of those fan hubs. I gotta see if I can find some off of Amazon. Unfortunately, this Hype Y70 does not come with like my NZXT case. Them fans run. Yeah,
Let's get them fans running.
like my NZXT case that I have here, it does not have appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you guys so much, man. You guys are the real MVP. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate y'all tonight, man. I really do. Yeah, that's the only thing that I need right now. That's the only thing. I just don't have enough fan connectors for the back for all the RGBs. Because remember, this thing does not come with any fans at all, which sucks. You know what I mean? They should at least include some fans with it. No fans whatsoever. So that would mean you'd have to get your own fans, which I did order. But at the same time, it's like, well, wait a minute. You know, this is the only one that I got with the pump, and that's it. So I'm like, wait, what the heck? So I got to get some more hubs, guys. But I can install the 5090. I can just drop it in there, and I'm gonna have to get some more hubs so that the fans can come on and all that. I mean, these two fans these two, the top and the bottom ones come on, but then
Do you
the
have
other
it plugged
ones,
up right?
they don't. So
And you know you
I
can
just have
daisy
to,
chain your fans.
But I can install the 5090 right now if y'all want me to. And I need to This is the plug for the 5090.
I mean, you don't need another hub. You could daisy chain the fans if
so I can plug it up.
You know, if you know what you're doing.
There is no fans.
I don't know what he has. So.
No fan hub.
It is late. 1:30. My system is still working.
Let's get that on. Get that Amazon link. Yes,
Let's get
sir.
that Amazon link.
Make sure that this is plugged in all the way in. Where you don't see blue no more. There you go. This is for the GPU. This is for the GPU right here. And that goes, let's try to route this right. That goes through here, goes through the side. There we go. There we go. Now we can connect the 5090. There we go. So we got that cable there. But yeah, guys, I think that's the problem. We need something to... Need another one of these hubs, RGB hubs, to connect the fans. Because on this one, I have a huge one on the back of this one right here, on the back of my NZXT. Let me see. Hold on, let me look it up on Amazon right now. Let me look it up on Amazon right now. USB 2.0s. See, these are USBs. I'm wondering, USB device. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we should be good on that. Yeah, I think we should be good on that. Yeah, because I'm wondering. Yep. We need another RGB. Lord have mercy, bro. This is so annoying, guys. We need another one of those RGB connectors. That way we can connect the fans. Because these fans, I bought them because the case don't come with any fans. This is so annoying, bro. Let me see.
For someone who has built computers.
RGB, hold on. RGB. 1 second, guys. He said the 3 fans should be connected together. Yeah, that's what I have. Like, hold on, let me show you.
You should be able to daisy chain all your fans together. There should be like a 3-prong connector.
That's what I have connected together. You said, do you have a spare hub laying around the house on an older rig? The older rig I have doesn't have one. Okay, hold on. See, I just took them out, right? So this is the first fan. Hold on. Yeah, this is the first fan. Where did this go? I think. Okay. So this is the connector right here, but I don't think it connects in here. Like, I mean, I can try that, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, it can't fit in there. So all the other pieces are connected together for all three of them. So I'm like, why the heck? See this part right here, that one's connected. The entire thing is connected to the front. Yeah, I have these connected to the front for the fans. So the only one that didn't turn on was the middle one, and that's because I don't have another connector on the motherboard to connect it. So unless, hold on, maybe, hold on, let me see something. Maybe I do. Hold on. But then,
My man gonna end up setting himself on fire. He's gonna burn his. He's gonna burn his wires up.
I do. Okay. Let's try this other fan. Connect it here. Motherboard is running out of space, guys. Alright. I don't think I have any more. Motherboard is running out of, fan connectors. So that's my only dilemma. And then obviously the exhaust fan doesn't have any. So I bet you any money now it's gonna come on, but we don't have one for this exhaust fan back here. I guarantee you all three of these are gonna come on right now. Watch the joke. Watch this now. I can almost guarantee it. Everything is gonna come on. Except for the one in the back, I think. Okay. Oh wait. There we go. There we go. So, see? All three of them coming on, like I said. But the back fan, we need to find another connector for the back fan. So, there we go. The only other fan that I can connect right there, I might have to connect that other exhaust fan to the front. Yes, I'm still up, bro. I'm still up. Because this case did not come with fans. So I ran out of places where I can put my fans connected to it. So that's what's going on.
All right. So the question is your back fan connected to any other fans connected?
Okay, so
what is your back fan
this is
connected
like
to?
the last fan right here, fan over here.
What is it connected to?
This fan, I think. Hold on. This fan right here. This fan right here
Connected.
needs to be connected.
Connected.
To something.
Connected to another.
I think I might have one more port.
It doesn't have to be connected to the motherboard. Just see if you can connect it to
So, you try one more port in the front.
to another connector on from the other fans, and it should work. Oh man, this is crazy. Well, at least my stream still works, so
Now, it should come
I'll
on
see
now.
if I can.
I don't know. I think that's it in terms of ports at this doggone point. Like, we don't have any more. So, it should come on now. Dang. Alright. That should be it.
How do you not know? It's beyond
Back
me for
fan
someone
should
who
come
build
on.
computers.
Ready? Let's go. There it is. Now that comes on. So now we got all the fans. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's either that or I'm going to have to return these fans and freaking get some NZXT fans. Because the NZXT fans does come with their own hub that you can connect it to, and then you can just do RGBs with them. These are some like third-party fans that I bought, so they're spinning.
And what's the problem? You got them all working, right?
Okay. So it's running. So it's running. So I might have to just get some NZXT fans. I mean, yeah, I might have to just get some NZXT fans, man. And get one more of these hubs right here and call it a day. That's the only thing else I can think of.
It's
Because
3 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, I'm like literally out of hubs to connect the fans. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that. Marlon PSU fan ain't spinning. PSU is dead. I mean, everything is. Hold on. Everything is plugged in. I don't think the PSU fan needs to come on right away. I mean, if the PSU was dead, then it wouldn't. I think it just comes on after a certain amount of time. But there it is. It's spinned. As you can see, it does spin.
It depends on what type of power supply
It
you
does
have.
spin.
It spins if it gets too hot. It doesn't come on unless
Yeah,
it
oh
gets
yeah.
hot.
Heck yeah. You have to turn this off. It does spin for a little bit and then it stops.
There's a way that you can
So
set it up for it to continue to spin. This is crazy. Yo, what's up? What's up? Nice.
Yeah.
This,
So there's that, guys.
I. What's up, man? It's been a while, man. I just had to come down here and check and see if my system's still running, and it still works. And saw the boy was streaming, building another PC. Oh my goodness! You know, for somebody who builds PCs,
All right.
this is comical.
So yeah, I need some more fan hubs in here. I think that's exactly what I do need.
I'm not even sure if
Is
he knows
some
that
more
you can
fan
daisy
hubs.
chain the fans.
That way I can connect
If you don't
the whole
have any
thing
more
and all
connectors
that.
on the
That's what I
motherboard,
think
you can daisy chain
need
the
right
fans.
now. We ran out of fan hubs.
I mean, I just jumped on here like 20 minutes ago, I believe. I think
Yeah,
it's been
we
like
ran
20
out of
minutes.
fan hubs.
So I don't know
So,
what the whole deal is.
I think I'm gonna order some, or what I'm gonna do is return these fans and get me some. This one here. And maybe get this or something like that for like the front, and then get one for the back. And then typically these come with like their own hub, so I can connect them in there instead of these third-party fans because, yeah, stuff is crazy.
I don't get it. I mean, you got
Yes,
your
it
fans
does
to
have
work.
a 12-volt connector. Yes, it does.
So why would you buy?
I've already hooked that up, and that also connects to the 5090. So, yeah, I think that that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Swap out these fans and then install.
He says, "I'm not a
and,
PC
install
expert,
it
but
so I
how
can
do you
get
run
some more
out of
fan hubs? I think that's what I need.
fan hubs?
Because
Well,
this is crazy.
I don't know
Just
what's
not
going on
enough
here,
to
but
run the
it
whole
sounds
thing,
like he
but
says he needs
love you
another
guys,
fan
man.
hub.
Thank y'all so much for being here.
But there are ports
We at
on
least
the
got it to
motherboard
turn on. We just need some
where you
more
can
fan
plug up
hubs.
fans.
And we
But
got the 5090.
Well,
So
each fan
the next
has
stream
like
that we do,
multiple connectors.
everything's gonna be
where you can daisy
ordered,
chain
ready
fans.
to go. Hooked it up, turn it on
So,
for the first time, have
It
windows,
seems like he got them
get
all
some
working,
games
so I don't
going.
know what the problem is.
and then we'll just take it from there. All right.
But to each
So
their own.
appreciate
If
y'all,
he
man.
wants to get
Thank y'all
another
so much for the support.
fan hub, he can get another fan hub.
I'm gonna order these fans so they can be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully tomorrow. And
But
yeah,
also
we'll get this
some
thing
of the
running.
boys.
All right, blessings, love you
may
guys,
not
man.
have
Thank y'all
enough
so much for the
connectors,
support
fan
today.
connectors.
I really do appreciate it, man. You guys are
to
awesome for
plug your
hanging out
fans
here
into. So that's why
this
you
long.
can
And I'm
daisy
a
chain
very
the
determined
fans.
person, so I like to get stuff, finished and done and everything. So thank y'all for y'all donations today, man. Thank y'all for y'all love. My man Nighthawk, thank you so much. I'll try to have some timestamps and everything, so I appreciate it. Love you guys. Be blessed. Be easy. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. God bless. Peace. We out.
So my question is right now it is 1:50 in the morning. So how long has he been streaming?
What's up, guys? Marlon back at it again here with another video. So if this is your first time watching.
Let me get off this. Oh man, I just came on here just to make sure my system is still working. Doing some updates and stuff like that. But hope you blessings to you and your family as well, man. It's just been chaotic for the past 2 months. I mean, just dealing with a lot of stuff and with the state of everything that's going on. Hopefully you can hear me, man. Because I always have some technical issues with this freaking system. But it seems like it's working fine. Everything is up and running. Oh, man. Man. All right, let me check a few things. Where's that? Oh, it looks like YouTube has not changed a bit. What is this?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. We have a ton of Superman news to go over today. We already knew that a lot was riding on the success of Superman, James Gunn's first film of the new DC Universe's Chapter 1. Well, as it turns out, a lot more is riding on this than we thought. In fact, the fate of the entire studio, not DC Studios, but Warner Brothers Discovery, could be at jeopardy as well if Superman does not perform. Now, we do have some updates about some test screenings that recently happened for Superman, and luckily they are different than the ones that we heard in December. With these test screening reports, we also get a little bit more information about the overall tone of the movie, and a few surprise characters that we could possibly see in the movie. And to top it all off, Warner Brothers is planning to attend CinemaCon next month, so we have a little update on what DC plans to do at CinemaCon. So a lot of Superman news to break down. We're going to be talking about Superman and DC in general a lot more on the channel, so if you want to stay up to date on DC news, Marvel news, and more, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the latest updates. So here's a line from a recent report by Puck News, which is absolutely crazy to think about. They state, if Warner's can't finally make the DC franchise work, there is genuine fear that the studio will go the way of Fox, which was swallowed by Disney in 2019. Now, real quick, I want to address this because I think it's important to note that this isn't really saying that Disney is going to buy Warner Brothers. I've seen a lot of people think that, and I don't think that's what this is saying. At least I hope it's not. Can you imagine if Disney owned Marvel, Star Wars, and DC? I'm not actually sure if they would let them do that. That might make the studio, Disney, own way too much of the market share in that space. But again, I don't think that's what they're saying. What they are saying is that Warner Brothers Discovery could get bought. They could be acquired by a larger conglomerate. So we knew that the box office performance and the fans' reaction to the new Superman movie was going to determine essentially where the new DC universe went. Will it be successful enough for everything that they have on their slate to work out and eventually come to fruition and we could see it on screen? Or could it possibly be changed to do less? Or could it possibly be cut short and Warner Brothers and DC Studios get sold to a large conglomerate? So as of right now, it kind of looks like Superman might not only determine the future of the new DC universe, but kind of the fate of Warner Brothers itself. That report from Puck detailed a lot of behind-the-scenes issues that the studio is facing, and they noted that Superman is under a, and I quote them here, staggering amount of pressure, end quote. So if it falls short of expectations, Warner Brothers could suffer the same fate as Fox. Now, it's really not a big surprise that the Superman movie is going to kind of determine where DC Studios goes. That was kind of a given, but it is a little alarming to hear that the entire fate of Warner Brothers is on the line here. Luckily, however, for the studio and the fans, we have heard some information about the new test screenings they've done, and what we're hearing is that the movie is good. So great news here, because when they did test screenings in December, we heard that the movie wasn't received very well. However, now we have very different reports. In a report from the very popular Portuguese fan DC site, DC da Depressão, this is what we've heard about the new test screenings. Nicholas Hoult is great as Lex Luthor. And this isn't the first time that we've heard this. We've heard this before from the previous test screenings, so this all still lines up, which is great. They continue and state, the VFX/CGI looks a lot better than it did in the first trailer, which is awesome. I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy hearing that. Now, I do want to note, though, that we are not specifically talking about that one extra clip that they released after the trailer where Superman is flying, and he does some spins and kind of goes through some mountains, and his eyes look a little bit off. I don't think they're referring to that because according to James Gunn, no CGI was involved in that. With his face, that is. there was no CGI done to his face. So for that particular scene, I'm not sure if they've done anything to kind of change that, but a lot of fans did point out that his eyes looked a little off. But overall, it sounds like the overall quality of the VFX and CGI has improved, and they've had more time to work on it, so this makes sense, which is great. Then they do say that there are some surprise villains in the movie. It's great that they've been able to keep those under wraps. It says Rachel Brosnahan is funny and adorable as Lois Lane, and I do believe that she's going to be a great Lois Lane. When they cast her for the role, I thought that she was actually a really great casting there. Now here is where we
Are they remaking the Justice League?
Galaxy vibes, which of course James Gunn wrote and directed all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies before.
I
he went
don't
over to DC.
really.
The report continues and says
I don't
there
really
is
think this
quite a
movie
bit
is gonna
of humor as well as
do
more
well.
emotional moments. And here's something very
But that's just
interesting
my
that they
opinion.
say. They
I'm-
say
I'm-
the tone
I'm rooting
is set
for
to be
it,
closer to the
but-
first Wonder Woman film and the first Guardians of the Galaxy film.
At this
Now, first
point,
and
I'm
foremost,
exhausted
I'm
when
really
it comes
glad
to
that the tone
Superman.
is said to be closer to the first Wonder Woman film and not the second Wonder Woman film. The first Wonder Woman movie is one of my ultimate favorite comic book movies. It's great. It has flaws, but it's great. And the first Guardians of the Galaxy film was fantastic as well. Probably my personal favorite Guardians film. And like I said, James Gunn directed it and he wrote it, so it makes sense that that would bleed a little into Superman. And these movies are generally regarded as really great movies. So if Superman has the tone of those movies, that is great news. Now, John Campea said that he has heard personally that the movie is tremendously good. He was also told the same thing, that it was emotional
Really?
and funny, with more sci-fi elements than you might expect. And I think we kind of got a little glimpse into this with the first trailer, where we saw Superman in his apartment with Lois Lane, and in the background, we saw a big fight going on, and that looked pretty sci-fi. Plus, we know Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl, a bunch of other heroes are going to be in this movie. So a little more sci-fi than we thought was going to be in the film makes a lot of sense. And by the way, speaking of Guy Gardner, if you did not hear recently, Nathan Fillion talked about his character, Guy Gardner, and he said, he's a jerk. What's important to know is you don't have to be good to be a Green Lantern. You just have to be fearless. So Guy Gardner is fearless, and he's not very good. He's not nice, which is very freeing as an actor because you just think to yourself, what is the most selfish, self-serving thing I can do in this moment? And that's the answer. That's what you do in that moment. I think if he has a superpower, it might be his overconfidence in that he thinks he could take on Superman. He can't. So maybe we actually do get a brief moment of Guy Gardner kind of spouting with Superman, maybe a little tiny fight here, which I think would be really cool to see. And with that comic accurate bolt cut, it is kind of funny to hear that this character is overconfident. But this really excites me. I'm really looking forward to this. Now, a Toy League listing does list Ultraman. So as most people have probably assumed already, we can
Ultraman.
expect Ultraman to appear in the movie, most likely. The Toy League also says that there is a Lex Luthor with a baby kaiju, and this is most likely going to be a younger version of the kaiju from the teaser trailer.
You know
So
what?
the
This
kaiju
reminds
wreaking
me
havoc
of-
announced that there is a Lex Luthor
This reminds me of Goku and Vegeta doing the power struggle.
with a baby kaiju, and this is most likely going to be a younger version of the kaiju from the teaser trailer. So that kaiju wreaking havoc on Superman and the city, that might be Lex's doing, which of course doesn't come as a surprise at all. Now, last but not least, as I mentioned, CinemaCon. Warner Brothers does have a panel. Right now they are scheduled for April 1st from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. PDT. And the Hollywood Reporter has reported that DC Studios plans on making
It says good to hear they're
splash
making Starship
at
Troopers.
CinemaCon. So
Oh.
expect some pretty big reveals from them.
Haven't heard
Obviously,
anything
some
about
more
it.
Superman footage, but possibly some footage of other things that they're doing, maybe Supergirl. And considering that a lot is riding on Superman and kind of the hype of DC Studios, it makes total sense that they're going to go big to get the hype as big as they possibly can to get people in the seats, in the theater, to go see Superman. Now, I for one think it's going to be a fantastic movie. At least I'm hoping. I do trust James Gunn. He's done great with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right, you know what? I can be a skeptic at times. I'm gonna give it. I'm not gonna go see it at all. So, but I do hope it does well. And if it doesn't do well, oh well. Oh well. Oh man. What's going on? Oh, this is what's this one talking about?
What is good, YouTube? What's you here with a video on the new Superman movie? There's more drama. It's now being dubbed as the Guardians of the Galaxy Superman movie, but Superman's one character, he's not a team. Interesting, this comes out
The hell?
after information about a bad test screening. Then after James Gunn officially finally admits they're doing reshoots 4 months before the movie comes
Oh,
out.
what is that?
And now all of a sudden, if this
What
movie
is this? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What have I missed? What the hell is this? I'm sorry, my.
video
This doesn't look good at all.
There's more drama.
I'm
Now
sorry.
being dubbed
That doesn't look good at all. And I'm assuming that's Ultraman. And he's gonna, I guess, have this suit later.
as the Guardians of the Galaxy Superman movie.
That's Henry
But
Cavill.
Superman's one character.
Ugh. Is this something new? I must have missed this some way somehow. Is this a new trailer that's out, or what is this? That don't look good at all. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
He's not a team.
He looks young.
Interesting, this comes out.
What is this?
after
It's a fan made?
information
I don't
about
know.
a bad test screening. Then after James Gunn officially finally admits they're doing reshoots 4 months.
Look at that. Ugh. His boots. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is real or not. Maybe some fan made stuff. I don't know. Let's keep
Before
it.
the movie comes out.
That's
And
Henry
now
Cavill.
all of a sudden, if this movie doesn't perform well, DC Warner Bros. Could be sold off. Then all of a sudden, Tom Cruise is going to appear in this movie. You know, the same
Yeah, this
person
got to be fan
that
made.
allegedly never
stuff.
said, but it got spread around the internet, that Tom Cruise said the Flash movie was amazing.
Why does it look like that?
And we all know how well that went. The interesting thing is, every single DC movie for the last 2 to 3 years that had reshoots, including actually, hell, we can throw Marvel in there as well. The Marvels and Captain America 4, the movies got progressively worse. And they've brought someone in to do some marketing because no one's got a clue what the freaking hell this movie is. Because you have a teaser trailer that everyone keeps saying it's a teaser. Lads, ladettes, it was 2 minutes long. That ain't no teaser. A teaser's 30 seconds. I don't care what the studio puts behind the title. That wasn't it.
What is this? I haven't seen this. What's this?
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。騙せてると思う？ひなこを。ひなこはね、死んだんだよ。ひなこはお友達といつまでも一緒にいたい。
I think we already saw this.
お友達は
Is this a
永遠
new
じゃない
one?
の。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？天秤にかける価値があるかどうか、しっかりと判断しなさい。
Man, I have not been keeping up with any gaming news as of late. Oh. It reminds me a little bit of Fatal Frame. It has that Fatal Frame ghost vibe.
ひなこ、もう時間がないの。あなたが生かされたということは、ここに至ってもまだ迷いがあるということなのね。あなたがそれに悩む時間もう尽きかけている。あなたは誰なの？さっきからなんで何もわからないふりをしているの？私はね、あんたをすぐに殺すこともできたんだよ。全部奪ったな。全部私から奪った。
Not bad.
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
Not bad. Alright, so the system still works. So I'll probably get on here tomorrow and catch up with you guys. It's been a while. So it's late. I'm getting ready to go and try to get some sleep. You guys have a wonderful morning. Peace.